My name is Wim Vanhelleputte. I'm the CEO of MTN Uganda. Because we strongly believe that everybody at MTN, everybody deserves the benefits of a modern connected world. And that's why these kind of initiatives, they bring in connectivity in the deep remote rural areas that is perfectly aligned to our overall strategy on bringing connectivity to everybody and to give everybody access to the benefits of a modern connected digital life. Well, you know, when we bring connectivity to remote rural areas, we're bringing modern life to those remote places. We're bringing voice connectivity, which was not there before. We're bringing data connectivity, which wasn't there before. But we're also bringing mobile financial services. So it also helps to, increase the financial inclusion, which is a very important strategic initiative from authorities all over the developing world, is to close the digital gap, but also to enhance the financial inclusion. So bringing connectivity to those areas addresses voice, data, and mobile money. So it addresses the digital gap, but it also addresses the financial inclusion. It has been very challenging for a long time for operators to go deep rural areas because of the business dynamics. It required a lot of investment to bring connectivity, while the returns, the revenues in those areas were much lower. So if you compare a rural deployment with an urban deployment, urban would be cheaper to deploy with higher revenues. So the business dynamics wouldn't work out. There wouldn't be a business case a few years ago to do massive rural rollout. Because of the technology innovation, we have been able to reduce the cost of rolling out rural sites, and at the same time, because of voice, data, and mobile money, the returns have been actually higher than expected. So that's now, because of reduced capex and increased revenue, we have been able to make a sustainable business case out of rural connectivity, which wasn't the case a few years ago. The Sustainable Development Goals also includes financial inclusion. So by bringing rural connectivity, you also allow people to have access to data, voice, yes, but also to mobile money, which is very important to drive economic growth and to onboard everybody, is to allow them also to have access to basic banking services through mobile money. And in Uganda, as you know, together with Kenya, we are at the forefront of driving financial inclusion through mobile money. So that's why rural access is very important driver for governments to achieve their sustainable growth initiatives. The biggest challenge was that you bring several vendors with new technologies together, and it's new for everybody. So everybody has their part of the solution, but to all make it work in an efficient way, it took time. So the biggest challenge actually was the slowness of the process, selecting the vendor, selecting the technical solution, and implementing it and making it work. That's why it's a pilot. And now, as we're really getting on top of it, we currently have like a few sites that are up and running, but our ambition is to scale up and to go from 5 or 10 sites currently working. Over the next few years, we want to scale it up to a few hundred. And we believe that as we have gone through the initial phase, which is always a bit difficult and slow, but now those are behind us, we believe that now we have the right experience and the right appetite to scale up. So what we have learned out of this pilot, we're definitely going to use it to be able to roll out a few hundred of those sites over the next few years. And that is part of an MTN group initiative. Our group CEO, Rob Shooter, announced a few months ago that MTN, within its footprint of 21 countries, is going to roll out more than 5,000 rural low-cost sites. So our contribution as Uganda is going to be significant, and with what we have learned out of this pilot, we are more than ready to accelerate our rollout. If you don't get, would I say, some incentive and you can prove a business case to go rural, nobody will do it. So this has helped us to prove that there is a business case to go and deploy rural infrastructure. We are not doing it as loss-making. It is break-even. So that gives us the courage to go to our shareholders and our stakeholders and to further invest, because there is a positive business case in rural development, in rural coverage. Yes, governments definitely benefit from these kind of initiatives because they create access to remote areas. Also e-government. Most governments are very keen on driving e-government initiatives. E-government initiatives require connectivity. If there's no connectivity, there can't be e-government. So they definitely help government institutions to enhance their e-government programs by having access now to not 95% of the population like it's currently, but aiming to have 99 or even 100% of the population within coverage. And that is going to help government to further enhance their e-government initiatives.